Garoppolo to throw. Mostert with an opening. Mostert's got great speed and nobody in front of him. Raheem Mostert is going to take it to the house, galloping in for a 76-yard touchdown. It's not necessarily always the case. 3rd and goal from the 5. Garoppolo open, McKinnon in for the touchdown. San Francisco back on top as Jet McKinnon is back in the end zone in his return. 18! Raheem Mostert will get the toss. And some pretty good space right away. San Francisco and Raheem Mostert. Are you kidding me? 80 yards all the way on the toss play. And
3rd down and 7. A little flip here to Ayuk, the rookie from Arizona State. And he'll bust it inside the 20 and the 10. And look at that. He hurdles his way into the end zone. Touchdowns.
Of real estate that you've just given up.
Mullins comfortable in this up-tempo offense. On target, 1st down, Ross Dwelly to the goal line, touchdown!
We just got to keep him that way to the postseason.
And then in the offseason, he can do whatever he wants.
On 3rd down, pass to a wide-open Richie James, makes a move and will walk into the end zone for the touchdown. Well, they have left Richie James alone quite a bit tonight, and this time 41 yards and a score.
Goff to throw. Hit as he throws it, it's intercepted. It's another 49er takeaway. That's the rookie Kibble into the end zone. 49er touchdown.
Early 90s when I was coming out of college. Very, very proud city, proud football team.
Mullins on the run. On 3rd and 1. Back of the end zone. Touchdown. It's Jordan Reed to make the score look a little more respectable with 43 seconds left in the game.
And the Saints, 2nd down and 10. Beathard out of the backfield, has time, and will rip this downfield, and the jump ball caught. Bourne catches as time expires. Just fun to see that. Doesn't make a difference.
Well deserved.
49ers start in Seahawks territory. And this catch is made by Kittle.
Toss play, Mitchell. Mitchell with a flag down into the secondary, breaks a tackle, and Mitchell all the way for the touchdown. But he's facing a 3rd and 8 here. 4-man San Francisco rush. Goff pressure comes. He's intercepted. Picked off by Greenlaw. Dre Greenlaw going to take it to the house. Waves goodbye for the touchdown. Pressure coming. Garoppolo hit as he throws. A wobbler down the sideline, and it's caught. Deebo Samuel with the catch and trying to turn on the Jets. He'll take it all the way for the touchdown. 79 yards, the lob from Garoppolo to Samuel.
We've talked about the heavyweight battle going on. This is it, mano a mano. Who's tougher?
Garoppolo trying to sneak in, and he's in for the touchdown. His first rushing touchdown in 2 years.
There were 3 tight ends here and a fullback. And the ball handed off for the touchdown to Trey Sermon.
Get him outside on the edge. That's what I would like to see right now, giving him a little bit of confidence throwing it.
Off the fake, lofts it. Oh, wide open, Deebo Samuel. How did he get that open? It's a foot race. And it's a 76-yard house call. My goodness.
Bottom. It's him and Isaiah Simmons one-on-one.
Garoppolo looking at the back of the end zone. Jump ball. Oh, it's caught. Brandon Ayuk leaping up to pull it in for 6.
Need the 2 for a 1st down. Garoppolo lofts one, end zone caught, touchdown. Quick throw is dribbled, and it's intercepted. It's Jimmy Ward again. Ward stays on his feet, end zone, touchdown. But they're going on 4th and 5 from the LA 40. Garoppolo got it across, and it's Samuel break it away. Touchdown, 49ers. And Garoppolo doesn't care what the analytics community says now. But they're going on 4th and 5 from the LA 40. Garoppolo got it across. And it's Samuel breaking away. Touchdown, 49ers.
2nd and goal. It's Samuel. And Deebo Samuel takes it in for a Niners touchdown.
Scrimmage on 2nd and 8. Around the right side, inside the 20, down the sideline to the end zone for the touchdown goes Deebo Samuel.
With Juszczyk will get the call. Here he goes. Pyle driving in for the touchdown.
The fake to Mitchell this time. Lance going to wind up and throw, and it is complete inside the 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Deebo Samuel. He gets it, going to throw it, wide open, touchdown, 49ers, Jennings. Pass is caught, Jennings, touchdown, 49ers.
Deebo follows his blockers and takes off inside the 10. What a run! Touchdown, San Francisco.
And that's 5 sacks for this defense in each of the last 3 games, and it's blocked. Up into the air and spinning inside the 10, picked up and a touchdown. 2nd and 12, Samuel, wide receiver screen, good play, big play, and in for the touchdown. Second and 11, Garoppolo, end zone, Kittle, touchdown 49ers. On 1st down, here is a toss, right up the gut, Wilson, goodbye, touchdown 49ers.
At the running back to play the style of football that he'd really like to be able to play right now.
3rd down and 3, quick throw, what a catch. Samuel stays upright. Terrific catch and run. One-on-one with Ramsey. Can't bring him down. Samuel, highlight reel, touchdown. Another 100 yards against the 49ers again for Cooper Kupp. This one is juggled, picked. There goes Hufanga. Hufanga, touchdown, San Francisco. Pick 6.
Shotgun for Mayfield. Pump, hooks a pass, and he tosses it to the other team, Mosley. Down the sideline, Mosley cuts it inside. All the way. Touchdown, San Francisco.
McCaffrey behind the line, looking to throw it. Airs it out, has Ayuk wide open. He's got it for the touchdown. McCaffrey, the touchdown pass to Ayuk from 34. What a dandy.
Side by side from the very start. But they've got a talented roster.
Samuel gets it. Trent Williams out in front of him. Ayuk blocking. Deebo. End zone touchdown. What a play. No flags. Another one for San Francisco.
For Tampa Bay, they're going to run it to McCaffrey right up the middle, and a stiff arm. McCaffrey for 6.
Great
Attacks it in wide open is Kittle. Roaming free. Diggs can't take him down. Nobody else can, and it's a touchdown. 54 yards. Wide open along the sideline.
Al, you'll like this even more. And Nwosu, known as a pass rusher.
Taylor Heineke, and there's so many parallels between these two quarterbacks. Neither one is extremely tall. You throw from different angles, you get the opportunity to get a ball tipped at the line of scrimmage.
Ray McLeod on second down and 10. There he goes with the foot race. They're not going to get him. You can kiss him goodbye. 71-yard touchdown. Ray McLeod.
That defensive line switched to Jeff Skedina as the defensive line coach. He's done an outstanding job with that group up front.
Good point. 3rd and 4. Brunskill a block, going deep. Purdy's got him. Touchdown. Kittle and the lead. A 34-yard laser.
Second and goal. Purdy scans, dances, and finds McCaffrey, who broke loose. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Yeah, I don't think he did. I would just trust my offense right here.
It's Purdy to sneak it. It's a wall at first, but then he surges forward, and the 49ers are back in front. Dreams coming true much faster than it looked like it was going to. They'll let him throw again. Wide open Deebo Samuel. Got a block from George Kittle. Deebo Samuel. There he goes. Foot on the gas. All the way. Touchdown San Francisco. A 74-yarder.
McCaffrey right up the gut and in. Touchdown San Francisco.
Give his quarterback a chance to get some completions on 1st and 2nd down.
Here is McCaffrey, right side, breaks a tackle, good shifty move, gets that, still going! McCaffrey's gonna score!
We just gave it away. We played 28 minutes of terrific football and 2 minutes of terrible football. We've got the ball. Let's see what we can do with it to start the half.
Trying to do something here with Christian McCaffrey. Got a bruising block from Brandon Ayuk. Got another from Ray McLeod. Turned it into a touchdown. It's a 65-yard lightning strike from McCaffrey. Stealing the momentum right back.
He's got to cover everything.
Here's Samuel. To the edge, steps through a tackle, now cuts it back. Deebo Samuel through traffic for the touchdown. Ernest Jones had a shot. Darion Kendrick had a shot. But it's Deebo Samuel who ends up with 6.
McCaffrey into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Pressure. Deep. Caught. Samuel. Touchdown.
Motion by McCaffrey. The swing to McCaffrey. Use check blocking out front.
Oh, a hurdle for McCaffrey. Leaping his way for the touchdown.
Leads 2nd and goal. 14th play of this San Francisco drive, and it's Brock Purdy looking for the quarterback sneak. Is he in, or is he stopped short? They're going to unstack the pile. Where's the football? Touchdown! San Francisco. Brock Purdy caps it with a quarterback sneak.
Control their body, not him. Jumped up and made the sack.
Razzle-dazzle. Purdy. Coming out, Kittle. In empty space. Kittle, number 2. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Kittle's had one big game this season. That was at home against Dallas. Here's McCaffrey. He's gone. Touchdown 49ers.
Pick to McCaffrey on the boot. Kittle's in the end zone, but he's covered. Purdy keeps it alive and floats it in there. Touchdown. Threw it up for grabs, and it somehow found Brandon Ayuk for the score.
We've got to just get him on the ground.
Second down and short here. Purdy has one-on-one. George Kittle, goodbye. Heave-ho and a touchdown. With all those different pieces, it is seen from the start of Brock Purdy's time as the quarterback that George Kittle's kind of turned into that security blanket for him. Wants Ayuk here. He's got him. He beats Dean, and he takes it the distance. He is in. Touchdown San Francisco from 76 yards.
Purdy pressure, throws over the middle, caught by Samuel, breaks a tackle, still on his feet, and speed now. Samuel racing to the end zone, and he dives, and he's in. Miami, Detroit. So next week will be monstrous as Deebo Samuel. Deebo Samuel, one man to beat. He's going to beat him. Touchdown 49ers. Blitz coming. Picked up. Purdy sets, launch, has Samuel wide open. He's got it. Touchdown.
All of them together, all of them on the field, all of them firing together.
McCaffrey gets a breather. Mason is in. Wide open. Purdy to Samuel. Walk in. Touchdown. San Francisco. They just make it look so easy.
Let's see if one of these linebackers wants to stay with Kyler Murray to discourage him from running.
Murray. Step. Deliver. It's intercepted. San Francisco gets the pick. It's Ward. High kicking it. All the way. Touchdown. 49ers. More. It's not that he thinks that guys have gotten better. He just thinks there have been better opportunities led by Purdy. Curls out of trouble. Downfield. Wide open. McCaffrey gets up to run with it for the touchdown. 41 yards. Out of the pistol. McCaffrey knifes in. Touchdown. 49ers.
Second and goal. That's a pop pass to Deebo Samuel to the edge. He'll walk home for the touchdown. Good seal by his tight end right there, Charlie Warner. The four-man rush. Purdy. Nothing downfield. Smith-Williams was chasing. Purdy gets out of there. Looking deep. Back of the end zone. He's got Ayuk for the touchdown.
Because come playoff time, I'm not letting defenses dictate my play call from their coverage look.
Third down. Blitz is coming. Purdy has it blocked. Floating one downfield for Kittle. He's got it. Touchdown, San Francisco. They get it off. McCaffrey, right side, big seam. Cut. 30. McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco!
What was the eventual winning touchdown? So they got to get more red zone trips because they're excellent when they get there.
McCaffrey, second and goal. Up and in! Touchdown, San Francisco! Gardner Johnson in for Joseph, who leaves. Here's Purdy with a lot of time. Steps into one. Launching deep, going for Brandon Ayuk. It is. Oh, he caught it off the ricochet. Penalty. Is he in? He's down to the 5. We'll see what the penalty is.
What a play from Ayuk. Let's see if it stands. Here's Purdy. Looking, firing end zone. Caught! Ayuk! Touchdown! McCaffrey's going to get it, and he walks in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell in for the first time tonight. Guess what? He's going to get it. Mitchell surging forward. Touchdown!
Juwan Jennings, trick play. Oh, this ball's in the air for a long time. McCaffrey's able to pull it down, and he's going in for the touchdown. Juwan Jennings with a touchdown pass. Felt like it took forever to get there.
It was scary. It is wide open, but Bolton had a shot at it, and he just doesn't quite get there. It's a great job by the offensive lineman. You do have a corner, so you know it's zone.
1 second on the play clock. 2nd and 9. Purdy's pass. Caught. Jennings did it. What an effort breaking tackles. Now he's thrown for a touchdown and caught another.
Cut back. Jeez. Which one? Which one? Do you have a
Go pasty.
Almost for you're going pasty?
Well, I didn't pick it. I picked Kittle.
2nd down and goal. Mason the back. To the air. Caught. Kittle dives. Crimes. Touchdown. Touchdown San Francisco. George Kittle. And the Niners cash in on the interception of Fred Warner off his former teammate, Sam Darnold.
His offense 2 out of 3 on 3rd down so far. Looks like maybe facing pressure. 49ers back out of it. Brissett given time over the middle. He gets picked off by Warner. Fred Warner climbs the ladder to get it. And now he sprints down the sideline. Inside the 10. He won't be denied. Touchdown San Francisco.
Season outside the pocket than anybody outside of Josh Allen.
And then he fits it into tighter windows than just about anybody in the NFL as well. Pressure coming on 3rd and 10. Picked up enough to give him time to find George Kittle. Oh, amongst so many bodies, he ripped it away. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle just wanted it more. Well, 30 yards out. This one from a little farther at 45. And it is blocked. Sitting out there. Returned. No one in front. Lenore. Touchdown, San Francisco. Oh!
Utilizing the tools that they taught him, but giving it his own personality.
Purdy dancing, wide open, making the grab. Samuel, the tackle is missed. Debo off to the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. 76 yards.
They even saw glimpses of Dre Greenlaw sprinting around this week, which was very exciting.
Yeah, started to feel like pieces coming together. Here's Purdy looking to rip it. Oh, good catch and throws. Pearsall. Ricky Pearsall trying to beat his man in the end zone. And he is in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ricky Pearsall's first NFL score.
3rd and 8. What a big play that was. But right back, they get the first. Debo fights for it. What an effort. Debo into the end zone for the San Francisco touchdown. That's his best play of the year. Been following the Niners. No one would dispute that.
Rolling left, Purdy throws, caught. Short of the end zone. Pearsall.
However I can, because I'm going for the win.
He swinged out into the end zone, wasn't open. Purdy keeping it alive. Brock Purdy lofts one. It is Tonjes. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Jake Tonjes, who had never caught a pass in the NFL, has caught 3 today, including the go-ahead touchdown with 1:34 left.
Wow. He played one defensive snap last week that sank him. Play action. Jones to the left. Caught. Farrell rumbling towards the goal line. Luke Farrell with his first NFL touchdown.
Multiple motions. Purdy the screen to the left for Tonjes with a convoy. And Jake Tonjes is in the end zone for the second time in his NFL career. And the Niners are within a score.
They're kind of put off with all the talk about no rush touchdowns. They're ready to end that. Here it goes. McCaffrey. There it is. Touchdown. San Francisco.
You have a unique way of bringing up certain stats when you have a feeling they're going to change.
Four-man pressure. Jones for Kittle in the end zone. And it is caught. George Kittle, surrounded by Texans, snares the touchdown.
Robinson the bank. First down and 10. And the call here, Pooney with the block, and he's going to take it in for the touchdown. 18-yard touchdown run. Brian Robinson, first as a 49er.
First and goal. Pressure up the middle. Jones in deep trouble. Adam rolls away, throws. It's going to be a touchdown. Luke Farrell scores. What a play from Mac Jones, and the 49ers inch back again. First and goal. Toss play. McCaffrey. Blockers in front. Breaks a tackle. Touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. The cherry on top for the San Francisco 49ers.
Last 5 games, 16 touchdowns, 19 trips. Here's Jennings. And he's going to take it in after breaking tackles. Touchdown 49ers.
It's a goal to go right now from the 7. Purdy to the end zone. Caught for the touchdown. Grabbed by Jawan Jennings.
Another long San Francisco drive, the 12th play of this series coming. Purdy punts and throws, and it is caught for the touchdown by Jennings. Purdy maneuvering, jumps, throws, touchdown. It's Kittle, and it's a rout in Santa Clara.
Purdy. He's got his guy, and guess who? McCaffrey. Quick throw. Picked off the other way, D. Winters. And he is gone. This is a pick 6. And this game's going to belong to San Francisco.
First and goal, use check in motion, leading the way from McCaffrey to the edge, to the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. CMC TD. Had to go quick with the play clock running down. He did. It's a boot. Purdy pulling back, stepping forward, throwing on the run. Touchdown! What a play, Purdy! Use check on the business end. You deserve to dance.
Second and goal. Couple of fakes. Purdy, quick throw. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown. Robinson again, and the 49ers strike first. Sky Moore again. Little trickery. Juwan Jennings, who's thrown it before. Going deep with McCaffrey. He's got it. Touchdown 49ers, but there's a flag. Wait. Hold on. Let's see what the flag is. Third and goal. Purdy, pressure, steps up. Touchdown San Francisco. It's McCaffrey.